Hey guys, it's your, excuse me. Hey guys, it's your boy M.B.S here, back with another video. It's quite early in the morning, but I'm too energetic to sleep. I like to get tired or energetic at the wrong times. But anyway, so normally I rest during the daytime and then wake up in the middle of the night, so to speak, or in the middle or early morning. But anyway, I'll try not to waffle and get to the point. So I thought I'd make another video just for fun about football again, and as I'll keep mentioning, I'm an Italian football fan, so not sure if I should mention that living in England, but at the moment, but hopefully appreciate and accept and celebrate, or basically appreciate, put it simply, the success of the Italian football team in the Euros. But I'd love the club teams to do better as well as a national team. And I think it's a shame that the Italian national team didn't make the Olympics in football. I think that'd been good, not necessarily to win it, even just to. I think competitions like that are not as important to win, but more important to participate in, simply to develop the youth so they get more practice playing against teams. I think that would have been good to use some of the younger players. But anyway, I was also a bit thirsty, so I got myself a drink. But I thought I'd talk about some of the dreams I have about, as it's a Friday, I thought I'd talk about some of my dreams I have about wealthy sponsors, owners, investors, and that sort of thing, investing into Italian football as much as possible, and potential reasons why they might want to do so, and that sort of thing. So I love companies like Berkshire Hathaway, Cascade Investment, Bridgewater, and other companies and investors, maybe even big businesses like Alibaba or Tata or Reliance Industries in Asia, in China, India respectively, or even companies in Malaysia and in Indonesia, Singapore, and places like that, and other parts of Asia and around the world, even in Africa or places like that. Maybe even improving relations between Italians and Africans through football. But yeah, so there's big companies investing in Italian clubs to like sort of make Italian football more competitive. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll have a list of the top 30 clubs I would love to invest in Italian football, but basically as many clubs as possible, like even Fortune 500 companies, some of the biggest companies in the world, Amazon, Apple, people like Jeff Bezos, and people like that investing in Italian football, like, maybe even Bill Gates or people like that, perhaps, and even Elon Musk and people like that. So anyway, yeah, so I love those sorts of people to invest into Italian football, like helping Italian teams like to buy players, also investing in youth infrastructure and training facilities. But again, I hope to cover that in future videos, possibly after I've gone to sleep and woken up again, and plan that out. But yeah, so basically I want to talk about some of the reasons why I think they could invest in Italian football. So this was quite a long intro, but yeah, so this is another one of my list videos, like ones I used to make, but I know I haven't done one of these for a long time. But anyway, here, so some of the reasons why I think people might want to invest in Italian football, like big companies. Number one, I think if maybe Italian fans like make videos like this, maybe I'm being a bit naive here, but perhaps that could help the trending, and which could lead to a better brand value and marketing, things like that. So clubs might, the more they see Italian football clubs trend, and if Italian fans help Italian football to trend, then that might mean investors will want to invest in Italian football if they see it as a great market, and that sort of thing. Number two, Italian football is quite passionate. Italy is a quite passionate country about football, and a lot of people support Serie A, and a lot of people in Italy want to get involved in football, or like to play football, love to play football, and are passionate about their team. And their local teams, especially, but even the national team, they come together. But it's a very competitive league, and it's one of the top leagues. It's like, historically, it's at least the second or third top league in Europe. So it has a lot it can improve on right now, but to bring it back to those glory days, which again I hope to come to. Number three, Italy just winning the European Cup. I think hopefully that will attract investors and make people interested in Italian football, and like put Italian football on the map. It could mean also the players who play for Italian clubs, because many of the people from the national team played for Italian clubs. Hopefully that will increase their market value when they get sold and things like that. Number four, Italy's won many competitions internationally. Only 2 or 3 countries have won more, like Brazil and Germany, I think, are the only 2 countries that won more. 4 World Cups and 2 European Cups, so quite a lot of trophies, but there's probably still room for development. I think it's good to see Italy's developing lots of young players, which I hope they continue to do. So hopefully they'll make those young players into heroes, and also like hopefully the Italian FA I don't know how to pronounce it, Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, I think it is, FIGC, as an acronym for short. Hopefully they'll honour the sponsors and investors. Number 5, I think it'd be great if the Italian government provides tax exemptions, like Italian politicians work to provide tax exemptions to encourage, or incentives to encourage, investors from America, Asia, Africa, and the rest of the world. And again, like maybe even if wealthy, to be honest, unfortunately, I know Italian football can be quite racist, but hopefully if wealthy African investors, as well as Asian investors, but especially African investors, invest in Italian football, hopefully like there could be a cultural exchange where people from those clubs or the academies go to parts of Africa and learn about their culture, and hopefully improve relations between them. And maybe obviously also with an African investor investing money into Italian football, hopefully that will also improve relations. Again, maybe I'm being naive about that, but maybe that could be something that could work. Number 6, again, it's a country. Italy's a country with a lot of passion, and I think Serie A has a lot of opportunities to reward any investors, and it could be a sleeping giant of football, as I've read about. And I mean, it was the top league, so hopefully an investor can be a hero, or investors can become heroes and invest in Italian football, and therefore bring it back to the glory days, and obviously they'll be acknowledged for doing so. Number 7, I suppose investors would look at make their own research about what return on investment will be, and I'm sure there's a lot of scope for return on investment and things like that. Unfortunately, I'm not really that great at business myself, but I'm sure there is room for like making money from Italian football as well. Obviously, they want to do that, increase their PR and things like that. Number 8, again, it's passionate, it's vibrant, there's lots of colour. I think Italian football kits are probably the best. I know I'm a bit biased on that, but I think they're known to have like great football kits and great colour and things like that. And hopefully, I know Italian football is known to be a bit boring and defensive, but hopefully it's becoming more attacking under Mancini as a manager of the national team, and hopefully also an investor can come in and bring in managers who are more attack-minded, which I think would be great, obviously from a biased point of view, because I love Italian football. And also, that could help transform Italian teams to more attack-minded football, which reforming Italian football could be like another way to make it more popular around the world, so more people watch in parts of Asia and Africa and around the world again, or even other parts of Europe or the Americas, Latin America and places like that. And also having football academies in those different countries and areas, as many academies around the world as possible, as well as supporters clubs, could mean that more people will follow Italian football, which again will bring more return on investment. Number 9, hopefully, again, maybe I'm being naive with this, but if some investors invest into Italian football, then hopefully that will encourage others. Like if Amazon invests into Italian football, or Jeff Bezos himself, even, or through Amazon or through his other companies, invest into Italian football, or through any investment vehicles he has, then maybe Elon Musk or other entrepreneurs who want to compete will want to outdo each other. So if one of them invests in AC Milan, another one could invest in Inter Milan, and they would compete with each other, just like they do with the space race. As an Italian football fan, I think that would be pretty exciting. And number 10, again, I think there's some great young players coming through, and there's a lot of scope to work with to improve in the future. So I think there are some good incentives to invest in Italian football. I'll probably go to sleep and then try and think of some more ideas to cover. But I'd love to know what you think, some ideas or potential ways you think Italian football could be more financially competitive and also attract more investment as part of that, and sponsors. I think it'd be great also on that note to see like companies like Red Bull, Coca-Cola sponsor their own like youth football teams, leagues, sponsor their own leagues, and even their own little say junior or youth football teams especially, or even their own leagues, park leagues, sponsor like places for sport, or places to play, or spaces for sport for Italians to get into football as much as possible, and like practice for at least an hour a day and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to try and stop waffling, and hopefully you enjoyed this video and some of my mad ideas and dreams, and I am out.